There is a continuous battle inside your body. Cells constantly divide and repair themselves to keep you alive. But occasionally, a cell makes a mistake. Most of the time, your body catches and fixes those errors. But when it fails to repair them, the damage remains. That unresolved cellular error is the baseline starting point for cancer development. If you look online for ways to stop this, you'll find a sharp divide. You'll see flashy, expensive supplement bottles promising a guaranteed cure. But the scientific reality is much less glamorous. Your most reliable defense is built around the consistency of a simple bowl of fruit. To understand how everyday groceries protect you, we have to look at oxidative stress. You can think of it like a slow accumulation of rust forming inside your body over years and decades. This rust is caused by unstable free radicals bouncing into your pristine DNA strands, causing structural damage. Here, fruits intervene. Their antioxidants physically intercept and neutralize those free radicals before they strike the DNA. This daily fruit intake functions as a long-term risk mitigation strategy, providing the raw materials your body uses to protect its own cellular integrity. We can evaluate which fruits give the best return using this quadrant chart. We're mapping integration effort, how hard it is to keep in your diet, against actual biological impact. Our first major defensive asset lands high on both axes: diverse berries, like blueberries and raspberries. The value of dark berries comes from a specific chemical compound loaded inside their skin, called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are highly effective at lowering systemic inflammation across the body. They provide a targeted strike directly against the oxidative stress we looked at earlier. But they carry a steep trade-off. Berries have a high financial cost, and their rapid spoilage rate makes them incredibly fragile compared to hardier fruits. Maintaining this specific defense requires a high logistical effort. You either have to make frequent, deliberate grocery runs to buy them fresh, or rely on keeping your freezer stocked with frozen alternatives. Even with that friction, the uniquely high biological return on investment makes the hassle entirely worthwhile for anyone serious about health optimization. Berries act as a premium, targeted defense mechanism. They require a deliberate daily commitment, rather than just pulling a piece of fruit out of a bowl when you happen to feel like a snack. We can shift our focus to an everyday item that is technically classified as a fruit and sits in almost every pantry: the tomato. Tomatoes are heavily studied because they contain lycopene, a specific red compound that research consistently links to a reduced risk of certain cancers, particularly prostate cancer. But there is a biological catch. If you eat tomatoes raw in a salad, your body's ability to actually extract that lycopene is severely limited by the plant's tough cellular walls. This bar chart shows a simple preparation hack. The low absorption of a raw tomato slice is completely eclipsed by the massive spike in bioavailability when cooked. Heat breaks down cellular walls, exponentially increasing the lycopene your body can absorb. Looking back at our quadrant chart, you can see the exact trade-off. Achieving this high absorption rate requires active meal prep. You sacrifice the grab-and-go convenience of raw fruit for a significantly higher biological impact. This chemical reality means that something as cheap and basic as a can of crushed tomatoes is actually one of the most cost-effective health optimization tools you can buy. Maximizing your dietary ROI requires looking past the raw ingredient list. Strategic preparation is what transforms these ingredients into their most potent chemical forms. While berries and cooked tomatoes offer targeted defense, apples and citrus fruits form the unglamorous but vital foundation layer of your cellular shield. Citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits, deliver specific compounds called flavonoids. These compounds actively support your body's natural detoxification processes day in and day out. Meanwhile, taking the simple step of swapping a heavily processed snack for an apple introduces essential dietary fiber that directly feeds your gut microbiome. That fiber intake is critical because the health of your gut microbiome is directly connected to the overall strength and responsiveness of your entire immune system. The psychological trade-off is difficult. These internal biological benefits are slow, they are entirely invisible, and lack immediate, dramatic payoff. You are trading the immediate, fleeting dopamine hit of junk food for the delayed, quiet cellular support of an apple. Apples and oranges will never be marketed as trendy superfoods, but they provide the essential structural foundation required for your body's daily defense systems to operate properly. To pull this all together, no single fruit acts as a cure. The strategy is to build a multi-layered cellular shield through a varied, color-diverse daily intake. You can even add dark grapes to that mix. They contain resveratrol, an advanced layer of chemical defense that may influence how abnormal cells behave and grow. This flowchart breaks down your protocol by constraints: time poor, budget conscious, or optimizer. If time poor, replace one processed snack daily with an apple or orange. Consistency beats perfection. If an optimizer, focus prep on cooked tomatoes and source dark berries to maximize pathways. But here is the critical reality check. Relying exclusively on a high-fruit diet while ignoring the rest of your lifestyle creates a dangerous false sense of security. No amount of dietary fruit can overpower the biological damage caused by a sedentary lifestyle or severe unhealthy habits. A true biological defense requires mandatory cofactors. That means regular physical activity, avoiding tobacco, limiting alcohol intake, and staying consistent with clinical checkups. While fruit is only one component of a broader biological defense, it remains a powerful, highly controllable daily choice that immediately upgrades your long-term trajectory, starting with your very next meal.